on a mission to revolutionize the travel industry and make it a more accessible, accepting, accommodating place for all.
Here we go again with more J-Bay nonsense. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's Tony with Big T Bariatric, and I'm back at you with another video. And I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally to you guys. When the cynical dude trapped me in his basement last weekend so we could record our Halloween episode, which is live on his channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a great episode. We cover my 600-pound life clip, and we talk about my journey to losing weight, what it was like being that big myself. So when he trapped me in his basement, he was a little sick, and so now I'm sick, so he passed it on to me. So, I'm just kidding, but yeah, I did get a little sick this week, so I'm sorry if there's a little nasally thing. But today what we're going to do is we're going to cover J-Bay. She's making more insane requirements. This time, not just for airlines, but hotels and other travel amenities out there. So if you're going to travel, not only are you expecting the airline industry to put forth billions and billions of dollars to refurbish airplanes to fit fat people, now she's going after hotels. This should be interesting. Let's get into it.
The needs of plus-size travelers matter just as much as anybody else, and today I'm going to cover what we are looking for in accessible, size-inclusive hotel amenities.
Again, right off the bat here, I think that if you're going to travel, that you should do what you can to lose a little bit of weight so you can travel more safely and more comfortably. Expecting the airline industry, expecting the hotel industry to make those kinds of changes to fit you is absolutely absurd. We're talking billions and billions of dollars, money that they don't even have, and it's going to cost everybody else a lot more money. So you're going to have to pay double the rate at a hotel because they have to spend all these extra billions of dollars to renovate their buildings. Now there's a couple small things that they could do, and we might cover it in here, but it's, again, absurd to expect all these industries to conform to you because you can't control your eating and you're so fat that you just refuse to do anything about it, and so it's up to everybody else to accommodate you, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
Size-inclusive hotel amenities are crucial for ensuring that plus-size travelers feel welcomed, accommodated, and comfortable during their stay. We deserve an environment that respects our needs and body diversity. These are the exact steps that hotels can take to be more size-inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes. Number 1 on the list, provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests in guest rooms, lobbies, and common areas to accommodate different body sizes and types.
I think this is one recommendation that's actually pretty reasonable. Putting additional chairs in that do not have armrests, do not have things that go down on the sides so that you can fit and sit in more comfortably. I think as America continues to get bigger, just in general, we're not talking about 600, 700, 800 pounders, but people who are maybe 100, 200 pounds overweight might feel more comfortable sitting in a chair that doesn't have armrests. And this is especially true like when I go to the doctor's office. Like all the chairs there, all right, are very, very tight fitting, and so there's often one bench there and it's often being used. So I kind of squeeze my way in, and it's uncomfortable sitting there and waiting for the doctor. But again, that's something that I alleviated by losing weight. Now I have no problem going to the doctor's office. I don't have to squeeze into the chair. So losing weight, again, will fix the problem. It's easier for you to lose weight than it would be for the hotel to buy all these extra chairs just so you can fit comfortably. But again, as I said, it's a reasonable thing to ask that, hey, put some more chairs in without arms and there's no big deal. So, all right, we'll just move on from this one.
Number 2 on the list, ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight capacity.
Alright? No! Please help me!
Along with providing reinforced chairs and wider bathroom facilities.
As someone who used to be a frequent traveler, I've had no issues in my entire life getting into a hotel or a motel room. Never. I used to be a truck driver, and there was many nights if my truck didn't have a cab on it that if I was making a long trip that they would pay for me to get a hotel room. And most of them were pretty cheap. I guess the right word was motel, not hotel. And I'd have no issues. The bathrooms could fit me, I could take a shower, I could do what I needed to do, the beds never broke. But I included this clip from my 600-pound life that says that if you are that big that you can't even get onto a freaking bed because you can't lift your legs up, you have bigger problems than expecting the motel room to fit you. I mean, that's a you problem. If you need 3 or 4 large guys, if you need to call the firefighters in to haul your butt up onto that bed because you can't get up there yourself, that is your problem. It is not the role of the hotel to try to make sure you can fit on the bed. Maybe you should put a mattress down on the floor if that's your problem. Like, you need to do what you have to do for yourself so that you can be comfortable.
Number 3, make elevators and hallways spacious to allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices.
Nope, nope, nope.
There's already a law on the books called the Americans with Disabilities Act, and it requires elevators to be of a certain size to allow people with wheelchairs and other mobility devices to be able to comfortably get into an elevator and get out of an elevator. And the problem is that overweight people are sometimes too big even for a standard wheelchair. Just going by the clip from My 600 Pound Life, she couldn't even wheel herself in there. She had to stand up and take a step in, and it started to wobble a little bit because she's so big that she was like, nope, 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 I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit back down here. Again, that's not the problem of the manufacturer of the elevator. They already go to several ton sizes. So if you're too big for an elevator, that's not their problem. That's a sign that there's something else going on in your life and you need to start losing weight. I mean, if you're too big for a freaking elevator that you can't even be wheeled in comfortably when they're already wide enough to be able to fit most people in there, maybe the problem isn't them, maybe the problem is you. Next, you're going to say that you need to start making car windows bigger so that you can fit through them, right?
Hello. I got this. You get stuck up there, Debbie. Give me this. Give me that.
Number 4, install grab bars in showers and near toilets. Offer adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats for added accessibility.
Again, I think for the most part, a lot of these things already exist within hotel rooms because there are people with disabilities who use the bathroom, who take a shower and stuff like that. But let's face it, most overweight people don't even take a shower because they can't stand there long enough. So just sit on the edge of the tub like you do at home. Hotel companies don't want people suing them because they slip and fall in the shower, so there's probably already grips and stuff on the bottom of the tub and arm rails and other things to help you have better accessibility. Either way, all this expectation to accommodate you because you're too big to fit in a bathtub, I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
Number 5, train staff to be respectful, understanding, and accommodating to travelers of all sizes.
Is there any place out there that does not do this? They don't have people who are willing to offer you door service, carry your luggage for you, to help make sure you're comfortable, turn down the blankets for you, to turn the AC or the heat on to make sure you're comfortable. Like, what hotel doesn't have this? I know some of the cheaper motels probably do a lot less of that than some of the higher up hotels. But still, at the same time, hotels and motels are generally very accommodating. They want you to come, they want you to stay, they want you to spend their money, they want the tips, and so they're going to do whatever they can to make sure you're comfortable. At least that's been my experience. I'm sure there's some outliers out there who aren't very nice, but usually those people don't have jobs for very long. So I don't know how much of a widespread problem that is.
Number 6, provide pool lifts and handrails at the entry of the pool. This will allow for plus-size guests and guests with different abilities to enjoy all amenities.
Again, I don't know very many swimming pools out there at hotels that do not have these amenities already. They have stairs that you can easily step your way in and out of a pool. They have a rail there so you can guide yourself in. Again, most of these places are already built with handicapped people in mind, with wheelchair accessibility, doing whatever they can to make sure that anybody can enjoy them. Now, if you're too big, that these things do not work for you, How much more accommodating can they be for you? I just don't get what you're expecting here. These places are already accommodating enough.
Number 7, hotel restaurants should have roomy seating options and sturdy chairs, ensuring that everybody can dine comfortably.
Most restaurants I've ever been to have tables and chairs and they have booths. How about you just don't sit in a booth? Maybe you find a booth that has an adjustable table so that you can make room for yourself. Again, I don't know any restaurant that is not accommodating to people. You can sit wherever you want to sit, but if you're too big to fit in a booth, well, that's your problem. They can't just undetach the table for you so you can slide your way in there. Sit at a table. I've had no problem sitting down at a table at any restaurant. I even went recently with my best friend Steve. We went to a Mexican restaurant. We made sure we got a table, and I sat there and I ate my meal, and there was no problems.
Number 8, offer larger beach and pool seating. Provide oversized loungers and seating at the beach and pool areas, allowing travelers of all sizes and abilities to be comfortable.
Now, I haven't been to too many beaches in my life, so I don't know how big of a problem this is, but it seems like those very large chairs that most people lay in are wide enough, but maybe they don't have the weight capacity to handle somebody who's super large. That's where the sand comes in. There's plenty of sand, right? Just lay down on the ground, put a towel down, sit down there on the sand.
You're in my sun. I'm trying to get an all-over tan.
Well, you're asking a lot of the sun.
I recently saw that Amazon was selling chairs that have a weight capacity of 500 pounds that you can get, and they weren't very expensive that you could take along with you on your trip.
Number 9, hotels should provide size-inclusive bathrobes. These should go up to a size 6X and beyond. And hotels should also provide bath sheets or plus-size friendly towels so that travelers of all sizes and abilities can use them comfortably.
Again, most hotels I've been to have massive towels. Some are smaller, some places didn't have very large towels, but then you can grab 2 of them. There's a large stack of towels there. Use one, grab another one, grab a third one if you need to. Do what you need to do to dry yourself off. I mean, I don't understand the big deal here that you need extra massive large towels. But still, talking about 6X and above bathrobes, do you even need a bathrobe? I've never worn a bathrobe in my life. Like, why is that a major deal for you? Yeah, they might be something comfortable. Again, I've never worn one, so I don't know how comfortable they are. But if you have a problem, bring your own bathrobe. How hard is that? Instead of expecting them to make enough fabric to wrap around you, we're trying to save animals here, guys. Come on.
And last but not least, this is an important one. Display clear and accurate information on these amenities on hotel websites. Include weight limits, seat dimensions, and things like that. And include information on the size-inclusive amenities available. This will help plus-size travelers make informed decisions. By implementing these size-inclusive hotel amenities, hotels can become more inclusive and accommodating.
These demands just get more and more ridiculous as they go on. I mean, it's just absolutely absurd, the expectation these fat people have, because they think that everybody around them should accommodate them. When the American with Disabilities Act already makes sure that a lot of these places are able to handle people with disabilities, people in wheelchairs, people with mobility devices. But if you're too big even for a wheelchair, and you're even wider than that, I mean, what else do you expect? Them to widen the hallways for you? You expect them to widen the elevators for you? You expect them to make beaches even bigger for you? To buy all these extra chairs and sizes that they don't even come out with yet? To find enough fabric to make massive bathrobes to fit you so you're more comfortable? To make beds extra king size so that you can fit in them more comfortably? Like, and the bigger you get, the more you're going to expect. Where's the line at? Is 6X the line? When I was at my biggest, I was wearing 9X. So should they make 9, 10, 11X bathrobes as people keep getting bigger and bigger? Like, what are we going to do? Where's that line going to be drawn at? At what point do you start taking responsibility for yourself, for your size, for your own health, and stop expecting everybody in the world to accommodate you? Expect restaurants to lose out on money by taking up more space to put bigger chairs in for you? Like, at some point, this is just getting out of hand. How can airplanes accommodate you and make bigger bathrooms and make bigger seats, then they lose out on money? And not only will all these renovations cost billions of dollars, maybe even trillions of dollars if you include all of the hotel industry making all these changes for you, that makes everything less accessible for everybody else. The common person will not be able to travel, will not be able to get a hotel room because they spent all these billions of dollars, and they're going to transfer the cost onto us. And so the average person is going to have less of an opportunity to travel just because we want to accommodate bigger and bigger people. And these bigger and bigger people will keep getting bigger and bigger. They will not stop growing. And it'll get to a point where they become impossible to accommodate. So how about we do what we need to do to lose the weight so that we can travel more comfortably ourselves. If you're afraid of traveling because you don't think you'll fit in places, lose the weight before you go. Plan out your trip a year ahead of time, maybe 2 years ahead of time. And decide that you're going to do what you can to fit better within the confines of society instead of expecting society to change for you. Anyways, that's my video today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave it a comment down below and let me know what you think. I really appreciate it. I love you. God bless you.